features caught on with people. This year, the two best features, the two headline features of the 16 series, Apple Intelligence and the camera control, they both suck, right? Apple Intelligence sucks. Right?
Okay,
Siri still sucks.
So to speak to the Apple Intelligence piece, number one, it wasn't ready at launch. Number two, it wasn't ready 1 month after launch. Number three, it wasn't ready 3 months after launch. Like, they just started rolling out the features, and
and they just started rolling out the features, and they're all kind of half-baked and not really worth using. It's not worth a new phone. And then the camera control thing, I don't know how many of you have an iPhone 16 series device.
How is that?
I've got the two 16 Pros and a regular 16. So, I got the regular 16, which is a bit lighter because it's aluminum and it's got less stuff in it because it's a worse phone. But with the Pro, which is heavier, either one you go with, it's just not worth using. Like, I barely use it, and I daily drive the 16 Pro, and I don't really use it. Sometimes I might use it to open the camera, but a lot of the reviewers made this one criticism that when you're holding the phone vertically and you try to do it with your thumb is just sitting above it, and it's like hard to crouch it down. And then when you're holding the phone sideways, your pointer finger can't reach it because it's too far out. So the Apple gave you the worst of both worlds with just the reachability side of things. And then you get into the functionality, and it's like, okay, you can zoom in. The other ways to zoom in that we had before are better and more efficient. And all the other stuff is just a gimmick. So, before there were useful, cool, even futuristic seeming features with the iPhones that got them to sell. I can see where Moose came from, where he said this year's going to be big because of Apple Intelligence. But Apple Intelligence sucks. Camera control sucks. There's not much else to the iPhone 16.
Is there any hope? Is there any hope in improving the camera control, like firmware updates? The hardware is what it is, but
the hardware is what it is. The hardware is the problem, though. It doesn't matter what software.
The hardware is the problem. Oh, shit.
The hardware is the problem. What they should have done is just given it Touch ID. That way, the crowds would have been that way. They could have at least appeased all those people. But
right.
This ain't appeasing no one. No one asked for this.
Okay,
somebody made the iPhone with big hands.
So if I'm in a 15, the answer is no. I'm not upgrading because I basically have what I need to still operate like the 16 would. A 14, you might have a crappy battery. You might be down into the low 80s.
Yeah, yeah. The Apples, I think they, as we in the Midwest say, they screwed the pooch on this one, right? The Apple Intelligence, the features are crap, right? But
bro, these carriers are giving these phones away. They're look at the Verizon deals, Max. It's crazy. Yeah, they're giving you $800 to switch and $1,000 on a trade-in.
It's crazy.
And people are upgrading at 3%. Do you see what I'm saying, Doug?